a few people to join. Hopefully a few people do after that match. I'm just going to log onto my laptop so I can start sorting everything out for the match day vlog. Anyone who joins the chat, let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm going to move this over actually so I can have some of my water. Hopefully that stays like that. Fingers crossed. I don't know if anyone's in the chat yet. Let me know if you've joined. Like I said, I'm going to get on with sorting out this match day vlog. It's not obviously the best of ones. It's more for the atmosphere and more for like the way everything went after Trent came on. One person watching, hello, whoever it is. Let me know in the chat if you're watching, if you can hear okay, if the sound's alright. You've got 8 people in. Hello, everyone. Thoughts after that game? Like I said, let me know if you can hear me okay, because that's always my biggest fear. Whenever I'm using my phone, I always panic that people can't hear me okay. Because of the way it's stood, it's almost stood on its mic. So, let me know if you can hear it okay. I don't know, the chat's not popping up. I don't know if there's an issue with my YouTube or what. Andrew says, hello, I can hear you. Most positive thing is Arsenal still haven't won at Anfield. Definitely. Anthony, hi Courtney, how are you? So after that game, very warm day at Anfield, Liverpool in general. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on basically and talk about the atmosphere in that second half. Veronica, hi Courtney, did Trent get booed? And I'm going to cover that now. It's also covered in the matchday vlog. I have got footage in the matchday vlog of Trent being substituted on. So yeah, Red Rebellion, we should have never brought Trent on, ruined the match. And that is sort of my thoughts today. So the title of this, I don't know if anyone saw the title. I do say, like, don't boo Trent while he's in red. And the reason for that is Trent didn't lose us that second half. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not Trent's biggest fan at the minute. And I'll get into that in a little bit as well. But when people were booing him, it was weird because you had people booing him, you had people cheering him, and you had people in the middle like myself, my dad and others we know who just stayed silent. And I think staying silent is the right way to go with Trent when he's playing. I think as well, people singing Gerrard's song, people singing Conor Bradley's song when he was getting subbed on was really, really important, in my opinion. So yeah, as Veronica asked, Trent did get booed. I have had a text off one of the lads we know, and this lad isn't like the type to make things up or anything like that, but he has said one of his mates, and when he said mate, he went, it's not a mate, it's someone he's sat next to, did end up actually injured in a bit of a, I don't know if it was a fight or just a little bit of a tussle, that's the word, isn't it? A little bit of a tussle when Trent came on, which shows how weird the atmosphere was after Trent was brought on. And I felt myself, I was in the lower main, right by where the players warm up, and Trent came out to warm up, and there was a mix of boos, there was a mix of cheers, there were a mix of people like myself who were a bit like, I don't know how to feel about this. And when I saw him warm up, I got upset, and I realised in that moment, I went, I'm not upset for us as fans. Completely not upset for us. I'm upset for Trent as a player. I think if I'm honest, I think Trent's career will be ruined by a move to Real Madrid. I don't think he's going to be the star player that he thinks he's going to be. I think he thinks he's going to go to Madrid and as a right back be their main man. I think he's forgetting though they've got Mbappe, they've got Rodrigo, they've got Vinicius Jr, they've got Bellingham, and that's only like a start of the list of their players. I don't think Trent's going to be looked at the same way. I also think we all know now and again Trent can have a poor defensive performance more than once in a season, and I think with Madrid fans, they're renowned for turning on players like that if they have a bad performance. So I think I was more upset for Trent than I was for us as fans. Let me know if anybody else feels that way, because it's only just hit me today that I realised that is the way I feel. Also, don't get me wrong, I'm not happy with the way Trent's left at all. I think leaving on a free especially, and doing, it's a tough decision. If it's a tough decision and it was only made recently, this decision finally, why didn't you sign a contract with the club that meant you left the club with some money to find a replacement for you? So it was just so weird after that. And like I said, it was so weird. Jack Bagnall says, I knew we drew, but we won the league and Arsenal went trophyless. Are you a LFC fan? Yes, in case you couldn't guess. Bum, bum, bum. I'm just going through quickly a little bit of chat. Dynamic Truth says we shouldn't be booing at all. I'm not happy he's going, but really did affect our team. I think so. I think I made a joke with the guys that were sat next to me, and I said when the second goal went in, there was a little bit of issue with Trent being out of position. Don't think the goal was Trent's fault. I haven't watched it back yet. But it did come down Trent's side. But people had just booed the life out of him. And I was sat there thinking, that's the only time he's been able to go, well, was it my fault that I messed up? The crowd was booing me. Like, that's a perfect thing to be like, that affects me, because it is going to affect him. Andrew Quinn says, I'm a little bit annoyed at the winning goal. If EB doesn't foul one of their players from the corner, Robbo goal would have won us the game. I haven't seen that back yet, so it would be interesting. Anthony says it's a disgrace booing him. They wouldn't have booed him if he scored the winner. Now, when he had that free kick, I'm guessing that everyone saw it, but he had the free kick. A weird hush came around Anfield, and you could hear people going, what do we do? What do we do if he scores this? If Trent scores a goal here, what happens? Because my initial reaction with Trent is to just be silent at the minute. If he scored, obviously, you're like, oh my God, the winner. Like, you would have been going mental. But it's Trent that scored it, which, again, would be weird. And how would he celebrate it now that the news is officially out that he's leaving? Because he wouldn't be able to celebrate it the same way he celebrated the Leicester goal away. So it would have been such a weird moment. Like, this is just so much I don't get about the announcement time for it. Is this so Proudly Ethiopian has said, is this girl from Game of Thrones? No, I am not, but I am aware I get told I look like Maisie Williams a lot, which isn't a bad thing, but yeah, I am not the girl you think I am. I've had it on a train before where someone said, am I Maisie Williams? And I've been like, no. That was quite crazy though. Mo was refusing a pass to Trent, says Clip Steve. I did notice that. I also noticed the moment where Harvey could have passed to Trent and chose not to. Instead, he put the ball into the box himself, which was interesting. I also noticed there was a moment where there was a throw-in and Slot had the ball. Slot passed it at Trent, and do you know where it's usually your own manager passing it, your own player, and it's like, here's the ball on the back, you're doing well. He just passed it to Trent, almost as if it was an away player, which was a bit weird. There were so many weird moments that I just don't get today, bringing Trent on, but you know what? We're champions, who cares? But it was unusual, to say the least. Chad saying I'm a glory hunter. I've been going the match since I was 13, full time, which was it the Roy Hodgson era or just the start of Brendan Rodgers? But that's when I was going the match. I've also been going the match since I was a kid, which was the Houllier era. We then had the Benitez era, and so on and so on. So I don't really think you can call me a glory hunter. That tends to be Man City or Man United fans. Red Rebellion says, result meant nothing anyway, but I say just don't bring him on again. Brian, I completely agree with your comment. Hi Courtney, just disappointing how Trent has handled everything. And I completely agree with that. I don't think timing has been right with his announcement. Obviously now there's the talk that Madrid have... I think he's announced it because Madrid want Trent earlier for the FIFA Club World Cup. So I think that's why Trent has announced it when he's announced it. But yeah, it's not been good from Trent's PR side. Whoever's in charge of that personally with him. Alex Trainspot HD, Trent getting booed wasn't right, affected the game big time. We was doing really good until then. Yeah, I think there was a few issues before then, but again, like I said, I think the booing massively affected the game in general. Dun, dun, dun. Nice soccer jersey. Nice football jersey. But yeah, this is this season's third kit. I am saving the home kit now for that final game against Palace. This season's home kit anyway. Footy JJ, are you sad about Trent? I am disappointed. Disappointed in Trent, disappointed in the way he's gone about it. As for sadness, I'm sad for him. Not sad for us. We'll be fine. Liverpool will be fine without Trent. I'm sad for him because I think he's ruining his football career at the minute. Anthony Clark, no Courtney. He's not a glory supporter. She says it how it is, which is a good thing. Thank you. Red Rebellion, so he started going just after Roy Evans left. Possibly. When I was a kid, I don't know if I can never remember my first game because I started going to the match so young. Like literally I was a toddler and being took the game. But yeah, very, very early on. But we had Roy Hodgson, which was an era I remember going to the match in. Obviously then Brendan Rodgers, and the beginning with Brendan wasn't the best. The end, obviously a lot better, that last season. But obviously then that wasn't great as well. And then obviously Klopp came in and Klopp was unbelievable. And then obviously now we're in the slot era. I've been there for quite a few eras. 26 years to be exact, if we're going from when I was born. But yeah, I think I'm caught up with everything now, so that's good. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully you enjoy the matchday vlog. I will say watch the matchday vlog for like the up until the end of the first half. It was a really good atmosphere at the ground. But I understand it's a draw. We don't really want to see that back, do we, at times? No doubt a few Arsenal fans will be in the comments of it, but you know what? Who cares? At the end of the day, they're obsessed with us at the minute, which is quite funny. Brian says your vlogs are always a good watch. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I am really looking forward to the weekend of the last game of the season. I think there's going to be a lot of content out that week from myself and from other LFC content creators that I think are going to be brilliant watchers. I just want to say now, last game of the season, I am going to film it mainly on my phone just so I can get it out, but also go out and celebrate with everyone. The next day, the Monday, the bank holiday, there'll be a video about the parade, which I'm looking forward to. That'll be a bit more... That'll have footage that was filmed on the camera from the game the day before, but as well as the parade itself. So there's loads coming up, like, stay tuned, buckle in. There's a lot of stuff coming up soon. Andrew Quinn says, can't wait for Adidas kit when it gets released. Also, I'm going to the parade. Enjoy everything, enjoy it all. Anthony Clark says, do you reckon Trent will be booed when he plays for England? If I'm not correct, I think he has been booed playing for England before because he's a Scouser. As for the stuff going on at the minute with him going to Real Madrid, politely, the England fans won't care because a lot of them don't like Liverpool. So that's how that'll work. Hayley Jones, hi Courtney, me and my husband always support you. Thank you. Something being held. And then hello everyone who's saying hi. I've just got to transfer my videos over. I hate it when it does this. I've created a file for the Arsenal game and it disappears. That's fun. So speak to you as well. All the files transfer over. Doug, hey Courtney, hey Doug. The Trent situation's weird, isn't it, Doug? There's going to be a lot of people on the 26th, which is the parade day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's going to be... People keep asking me about the parade, and funny enough, I'm in a Taylor Swift group on Facebook from when she performed at Anfield. And... and a lot of people... Well, someone asked on the group chat about the Facebook group, about the parade and finding a quiet place. And people going, oh yeah, this is usually a lot more quiet than here and blah, blah. I had to put in that people have had a lot more time to plan for this parade than any we've had in recent history. From people I'm talking to within the club, within the city, within people who do the same sort of thing that I do, everyone's being told they're expecting double the amount of people that we had for the last two parades. So that's going to be over 1 million people in Liverpool for a parade. So I will say, wherever you're able to find a spot to watch the parade, just watch it there. I'll be watching it somewhere within the city centre, just because where we live, back in 2005 and 2003, we watched the parade by Anfield because that's our closest point. Our closest point this time is to go into town, so we'll be in there, which is a bit crazy, so that's going to be interesting. Did you watch El Clasico just now? No, I've only just got in from the football, and I'm just about to sort out my SD card so I can edit the match day vlog. I need to find a video to edit, to delete, sorry. And I think I know which one it's gonna be, but sorry, I'm just trying to, it can be that one. Sorry, I need to make space for this video. So there's a few issues going on at the minute. Hayley says, I love your top. Thank you. She also says, it was great to see you on LFC TV last week. I'd love to meet you. I always say, if anyone ever sees me at the match, because I usually get messages afterwards going, I've just seen you here or there or wherever. I always go like, come over and say hi, introduce yourself. I always love to meet people that watch the videos, but also fellow Liverpool fans. I think we always have a good chat. Anthony Clark said, I've heard it's near 2 million. I'm guessing that's for the crowd, for the parade. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's that. An Arsenal fan saying Trent hates Liverpool. He likes Jude Bellingham's team. He doesn't like Jude Bellingham's team, he likes Jude Bellingham. And he likes Real Madrid for some reason, which I don't get. But Liverpool will be fine without Trent, so we're not that bothered, to be honest. We're fine. Completely fine. So I'm hoping that's fixed the issue with my memory stick. We'll see how it goes. Anfield needs to improve the food offering on the match day. Not enough at the moment. The weird thing is, and I've noticed this because people who watch my match day vlogs will know, I'm always sat in a different seat each game. And I've always noticed different stands have different food options. So, like, for me, I can't drink the sugar-free or the diet drinks, because if I have them, the sweetener, I have some sort of reaction to it and it'll give me a headache. So I can't drink them for that reason. I stay clear of them. So I always drink full fat Coke or Sprite or 7-Up or whatever I can get, as long as it's not the diet version or the zero version. And if I want one of them, I can only get it in the lower Kenny that I'm aware of, which is weird. You then also, in the lower Kenny, you can't get chips, whereas everywhere else in the stadium you seem to be able to get chips. Bit weird. The food situation is really weird at Anfield. The Arsenal fan, yes, we know Trent is joining Real Madrid, and we don't care. Simple. We don't care. We'll be fine. We'll probably win another trophy before Arsenal, even without Trent. So, there you go. Where am I from? I'm from Liverpool. From literally right by Anfield. Joseph, Trent lack of defence cost us many times. How did you feel seeing Trent get subbed in, Corny? I just went, ugh. I was really confused. I was just confused. I think that was the main feeling from a lot of people in that ground when they saw he was coming on, because I saw he was coming on pretty early from him, like, being on the touchline, and I turned to the guy behind me and I went, Trent's coming on. And I was like, what do we do? Because usually you at Anfield, you stand up, you clap the player coming off, you clap the player coming on. There was claps for everyone else as soon as Trent came on. It was like, there's only one Conor Bradley, and that was very, very weird. Exploring the world of gaming says, will you ever get a season ticket? I wish I could. I can't even get on the waiting list, which is why I don't have a season ticket. I have covered this before, and I've covered it in the video I've done about how to get tickets to Anfield. I have said in that, saying you can't get on the season ticket waiting list at the minute. So that is a reason why. Doug says, we shouldn't boo Trent. I would not have played him today either. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I do understand now, if Conor Bradley obviously is coming back from injury and he's not there yet where he can play a full 90, I would bring him off. I wouldn't expect, though, in all honesty, to see Trent playing now for the rest of the season. Because we all know Joe Gomez is back in training. I'd expect him maybe to come on for Bradley if he is fit enough when he's back. But yeah, it's a game of wait and see, I suppose, isn't it? Arsenal fan says, I think Arsenal is winning the next league. You also thought you were winning this league, and you also thought you were winning the league before. You also this season thought you were winning the Champions League, even though you were getting beat 1-0 on aggregate by PSG. I don't think there's much else to be said there, is there, guys? Unless this isn't a bottle. Just imagine this is a bottle, and I think that says it. People know I'm just winding this person up back. How many languages do I speak? Just English. I called Trent. That's funny. Mate, it was 2-2. Who's champions in April? Who? Just saying. Who are the champions in April? You guys are too easy to wind up, in all honesty. Facts there, deleted. But Joseph, prime Suarez or prime Torres? Just if we're going just off playing ability, I don't think you can beat prime Suarez. I think I saw both of them play. I saw Suarez a lot more than I saw Torres in person. And within an age where I was able to soak it in and remember it a bit more. Suarez was just unbelievable playing wise. I remember every time Suarez got the ball, you just thought he was going to score or something magical would happen. So I'm just scrolling this so quick because I'm going to start editing the vlog in a minute. Did you see the Liverpool game in the stadium? Yes, I did. I did watch the game in the stadium. With that being said, though, I'm going to go because I'm just laughing at some of the Arsenal comments in this chat because it's just funny. I've got a matchday vlog that'll be up there within the next hour, so around 8:30, expect to see the matchday vlog up, I'd say. But yeah, that being said, this has been a nice little discussion, being funny with a few comments from fans whose team bottle trophies quite a bit. Sorry, couldn't resist that last little one. But everyone knows on this, I never do this sort of stuff, so that's like, it's all joking with me. But yeah, that being said, I'll see you all in the matchday vlog, and I'll see you all for when we lift the Premier League trophy, and such a fun week that's coming up that week. See you all then. Bye.